Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the final hour of Die Party Deep Black, week number 2. Arthur, we have acquired ourselves, unless you need me to do rolls, vac suits from
Yep,
the
you got
red
back
shuttles.
suits.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we, I don't know if the other guys are going to skip their mission, their tour or not.
Well, let's ask him. You guys actually going to go on the tour?
Mm-hmm.
It would be educational though, so I go on a tour. Well, it's in the morning. We have to go at night, so it's one of those things.
Yeah. You got time to spend during the time, yeah.
I would just go to sleep early. It's going to be a long day.
So, are you going on the tour?
Well, I'm not sure they would know if I didn't go.
You should go.
It probably, yeah. I guess I'll go.
Harrison, you going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. And Claire, are you going?
I can't.
Why
Yeah.
not?
I am smuggled into the planet.
The
I don't
ticket's just for like one ride. It's not. There's not people listed on it.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna go. I
Okay.
want to stay out of the
You
limelight.
refuse to go. Where are you staying on the planet then overnight?
They would probably have a hotel or something. If they're doing touristy stuff here, I assume there would be hotels on the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They should
I mean, they probably have like a hotel that's. Yeah, I got it. So there's a hotel. It's a Exchange of Light consulate. It's called like Most Benevolent Prosperity, and everybody inside is like a Exchange of Light neo prosperity Buddhist. And so when you come in, they're all dressed in like resplendent white clothes with like gold trim, and they're like, "Yes, hello, welcome to the Exchange of Light Consulate in a hotel. What can we do for you?" And yeah, you have a pretty good night. Your credits are basically like money there because they're literally the people who control the banking system
Yeah.
and the communication system.
Yeah. Another game system.
So, your Exchange of Light room, each of you gets like your own private room. It's very small. It's got like a cot, and it's got one of those water things. They're like Japanese are made out of bamboo. Like when the water flows into them, they drop down and make a clanking noise and then come back up.
Okay.
They've got like the sound of that playing on a soundtrack.
Sound. Very well.
Yeah, so it's like the sounds of meditation and peace.
I would turn mine off. I want to
Okay.
be aware of
That's
what's
certainly an
happening
option.
around me. Yeah.
I'm not to get a copy of that.
I probably just want to be aware of what's happening around me too, and also I want to sleep.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, when you guys get up, the three of you you catch a ride on the state-mandated tour guide shuttle Grav Flyer, and you're met by someone who looks exactly the same as all the other ones.
Well, naturally, of course.
And he's like 8 feet tall, and he's like, "Yes, my name is Forecaster Xenos. I am here to lead you on your state-mandated Grav Flyer tour. And over the course of 2 hours, you visit all 14 monuments. Perhaps of most interest to you is they fly you over the prison," and he starts going into detail about the prison. He's like, "Yes, of course, we currently have a psionic being held there, but don't worry, you're perfectly safe. We keep him sedated at all times. We'll have him tried. We'll have him tried very soon, sometime in the next 9 to 10 years, very shortly."
Of course.
Yes. And so, like, you're flying over the prison. It's basically like a 30 by 30 meter facility that's just a square box hanging out over a cliff that's over the irradiated waters. And he's like, "Yes, The crime rate for our populace is exactly 0.08%. A very small portion of our population will ever commit a crime during their lifetimes. Now, given that we have extremely long lifetimes in our current population, we'll all eventually encounter at least one of our population who will commit a crime, but they are within a standard deviation of what we would expect from the purity humanity movement. Just an outlier. Most of our criminals are foreigners, and the entire facility, in case of any escape attempts, is designed to fall directly into the irradiated water, which will undoubtedly instantly kill everyone inside.
Smart. Excellent plan.
Yes. Very well thought out, he says, and points to his hat. He's just like, yes. We do a lot of thinking on this planet. By the way, have you considered taking the purity philosophy?
We have several pamphlets.
He's like, oh, excellent, excellent.
Would you like another?
No, he's like, so have you made a decision then?
We have not.
So yeah, he's bringing in the grav flyer for a landing, and it's like a VTOL, so it's like, shh. He's like, I hope you enjoyed your stay. Maybe the 14 monuments have made a deep, resounding impact on your soul, and one day you will accept the purity philosophy. One day you could look just like me. He smiles, and it looks pretty disturbing on his face. He's just like nodding and smiling, like, you could be just like me.
Of course. I would smile back and continue on my way. Probably, maybe ushering the other two with me.
Okay.
Arthur, while that's all happening, am I able to, like, scout out the place we're supposed to meet these guys at?
Okay, so the place, you mean the Crusher crew?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the place you're supposed to meet them at is like some distant location halfway around the world in the middle of the ocean.
So we have to get back on the,
He asked you to secure a radiation-proof shuttle.
That's the Wraith suit, right? The Wraith is radiation-proof?
Yes, it's capable of traveling through space, so yes.
Great. Perfect.
Okay.
Then I would, I guess, make... How is it supposed... I call up the guy, actually.
Okay, you call Blank?
Yeah, I call Blank.
Okay, he's just like, yeah, what is it?
Where did you want
Need a hot date? I'm still available.
I'm sure the cup and you are very close. You don't need
Hey, wait a second. That was an insult, wasn't it?
No, I figured you two would make a great couple. Anyway, on to business, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Where are we supposed to pick you up from? It's not like you can go through quarantine and come with us now, is it?
He's like, of course I can. What would stop me?
The fact that you're carrying semen and illegal weapons on you?
Oh, I can ditch the suit ripper somewhere. Don't worry about that. Why would you think carrying the semen would be a problem? This whole planet is based on genetic engineering.
I don't know. It just seems a little strange.
They might ask me for a sample. Just figure out what's inside.
Okay.
So
well,
he's like, you think that's a little strange? Have you seen the planet?
Meet me on the Wraith shuttle, and then I hang up. Sorry, I don't.
So yeah, like you hang up, and he's like, "What the hell's a Wraith shuttle? What? I don't. What?"
Yeah. I don't think I want to
After
call
a certain amount of time, you realize he's not coming because he has no idea where to go.
The fucking quarantine place is like one of the only places you can go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess you might figure that out. Yeah, so he goes into the spaceport.
Yeah.
And yeah, he like knocks on the edge of the shuttle. He's like, "Anybody in here?" And starts pressing the call button. It's like, "Do do do. You have a call outside. Do do.
I
You
would
have a call outside."
I answer it.
He's like, "Open the damn door."
Is there anyone else with you?
He's like, look around. There's nobody else with me.
Very well.
Well, and then he pulls out his jar. I guess we got him.
I open the door and I let him in.
All right. He's like, yeah, so now that we're alone together, you want to close the shuttle bay and maybe... I'm just kidding. Of course not. All right. What do you want to know?
Well, I actually didn't want to talk to you. I'm waiting here for the time that we can leave.
Oh, well, I guess I can play some solitaire on my space book.
All right. And
Right.
just so you know, sir, if that was your intention, have you ever heard of a martial art called the Red Dawn style?
He's like, martial arts? No. You ever heard of a martial art called using a gun?
I would love to see this gun of yours.
So, he's like, okay, well, when we get into private quarters, I'll show you all you want of my gun.
I mean your actual firearm. You.
He's like, well, I have to get back into orbit to do that, but it's pretty sweet. I got a mag pistol.
Yeah. All right, Arthur. We can move on and wait for the other guys to come back.
Okay. You asked to see his
I
gun, man.
I was literally threatening him like physical altercations if he was going to come at me, and then you're just like, I have a gun, and I'm like, I don't see it, and you're like, it's my penis. Oh God. All right.
Listen, you guys rolled a 4. This guy is not exactly a shining example of a true ally of your cause.
All right.
Fox in the distance to where someone.
I feel like harassing Claire has become a thing now. We should probably move away from it, but
Yeah.
it keeps coming up.
Alright. Shit. I guess we wait for
How
the
many
other...
Yeah.
weapons does this shuttle have?
Well, we have the weapons that we brought, which was the ones that I smuggled onto the planet. By the way, that's a good point. I probably would have teleported back on with their gear, so they don't have to bring it through customs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. We have the weapon that we're going to be trading, or showing to the Crusher crew.
Mag rifle?
Yeah, the mag rifle, and then everyone has a submachine gun with 20 rounds.
Yeah, so Blank's looking over and he's like, this is it. You're going to show them a mag rifle.
Do you know how hard it is to bring in 50 mag rifles?
He's like, I'm a friggin' arms dealer. Of course I know how hard it is.
Then you understand that we're not just going to show up with the entire stockade of weapons that we have.
Well, I mean, you don't have to... If you fly back to your spaceship and get all the weapons and put them on the shuttle, you can bring them down. They only check you if you're going to the island.
It seems you've never actually sold anything before, because we wish to make a deal before we actually sell them the goods.
He's like, okay, so you want to give them a little taste. I don't think one rifle's going to do it, but who knows? Maybe you're an excellent negotiator. And then he turns away and like...
I was on the understanding that they would actually be on the island, so smuggling the rifle onto the island was a part of the processes to show that we can bring it down. But since they're not on the island, it makes things a little more interesting. You are right in that fact.
Makes it a lot easier.
It
That
does,
makes
yes.
Here.
Okay, so, I mean, you guys fly for a long time. It takes you 6 hours to get to the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's nighttime there when you arrive, and there's a storm going on. Can someone make a computer's roll? Your race sensors are picking up something in the water that appears to be a spike drive.
So who has the
So
highest computers?
The computer is currently resolving a spaceship that's underwater.
I have a computer of 0.
Yeah, we've already established you're basically the computer's guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I should probably invest in that then.
Yeah.
6 plus 1.
There we go.
Let's see how professional you are. Pretty professional. Yeah, there is a Spike 2 drive bulk cruiser that's been converted into like an oil tanker.
Interesting.
So, like, yeah, the system schematics are coming up. This thing's like 800 years old and still floating. It seems to have been worked on a lot,
Yeah.
right? But what's happening is they've got the spike drive. It's feeding off of the radiation of the planet and converting it into clean energy, and they're using that energy to power the jet skis. So it's like a oil tanker aircraft carrier.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's really good. And it's under the ocean, you say?
So the drive is submerged because it's underwater, but the ship is on the surface.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So the computer was having trouble figuring out what was going on.
Right. Interesting.
Because it's used to bulk cruisers floating through space, not... on
And
planes
Arthur, for our understanding, if we were to just walk out of the race
You would die
shuttle,
instantly.
we would die instantly, even in the air, because of the radiation?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Alright, vac suit up, gentlemen.
Of course.
Alright, you wouldn't die instantly, apparently. You would lose 1 point of constitution every 3 minutes.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Yeah. You would begin getting deadly radiation burns, and if you didn't receive tech level 4 medical treatment within a certain amount of time, you would die.
Alright, I send a message to the auto weaver saying, like, it might be a good idea to prepare for the eventuality that we might have to deal with radiation sickness.
Does anyone have any medical, post-tech medical?
Well, we have crew that might, maybe.
You would have
There
to
was,
get back up there to do that, though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why we have to prepare for that. Oh, that's why I'm sending the message to the auto weaver to prepare for that. Like,
Okay, yeah, they'll have the med bay ready for you.
cool. All right. I just foresee something going wrong, especially if their initiation is to fucking destroy a human being in a vac suit. So,
Yep.
yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we would open a comms with them.
Okay. So Blank just, like, you go to open comms, he's like, no. And he does, like, a series of clicking on, like, a comm pad, and you get, like, a click, 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 click back. And what would normally be, like, docking bay doors on the side of the ship are now the actual top of the ship that open up for, like, a landing pad large enough for your frigate to land on. And, like, landing lights start turning on, like, red, green, red, green, red, green.
It's a pretty big thing if it can land a frigate on there.
Yeah, a bulk cruiser is enormous.
Yeah. Alright. Well, land us down there.
Okay, so you go to land, you're, like, half the length of the ship. And when you land, like, the whole ship visibly sags a couple feet deeper into the water. And, like, the whole landing pad is covered in, like, radioactive water now. And the storm is coming down as well. You're met by a man that's just walking around without a vac suit, of course, with, like, green skin and horrible boils and, like, his eyes just bloodshot everywhere constantly. Like, his whole eye is just red. And he's like, well, why don't you come onto my ship?
I double check everyone's vac suits to make sure that we're all up and running, and then
So he, like, looks at you, he's like, no, you're fine. Don't worry, if something was wrong, you'd know by now.
Alright, well, I comms over to, what's your character's name, Jacob?
Yeah,
And I say, maybe it's best if you stay behind the wheel,
of
in
course.
case we need to leave.
And yep, I guess I just set up shop behind the wheel pretty much.
Okay, yeah, you got the shuttle ready to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I take out the case with the mag rifle, and then I guess.
Do you show the guy the mag rifle?
It's in a case. I want to open it for him.
Okay, does it say, like, mag rifle or anything? Is there any obvious indication it's a mag rifle?
You mean outside the case without looking in?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
indication.
He's like, what you got there?
First, let me introduce myself. My name is
Yeah.
Angie Townsend. I believe
My name's Zeke.
it is a pleasure to meet you, Ziki. I believe we could be a help to one another.
Yeah, okay, listen. I'm gonna let you on my ship. I'll give you safe passage as Admiral of the Crusher Crew, but people who aren't part of the Crusher Crew looking to get in, well, they might shank you in the back with a suit ripper, so just be careful while you're on board.
This is why I would like to do the deal up here, where we're near our ship.
Oh, you want to do the deal up here? Okay, fine. Let me call my lawyer. What's the deal?
We have. I unclick the bag. Oh, sorry, the chest, and I open it up, and I hold it out to him, but I don't like let him take
Okay,
it.
his eye actually, like, right eye, like, extends an inch outwardly. He's like, oh my goodness, is that a mag rifle?
Yes, it is. We have another 49 up in orbit right now, and we are willing to do a deal with you.
Okay then, well, what are you looking to get for these mag rifles?
Well, we hear that you are in possession of a atomic weapon.
His eyes starts, like, receding back into his face, and he's like, where'd you hear a crazy rumor like that?
We have our ways. People talk.
Oh, we have our ways. People talk.
You know, I'm starting to like you.
He says, I'm starting to hate you.
Interesting. The other thing that we are after is money as well.
Oh, that's good. Interesting. Well, I gotta tell you, 50 rag rifles for one atomic weapon, I'm not gonna give you any money. I might trade one atomic weapon for that.
Interesting. We would
I
have
could
to
do
see
the
it
wheel.
first.
It's gonna take 3 or 4 weeks to get the deal organized.
Yes, we would. My beneficiary would much prefer to be able to see it before the deal is made. I hope you
I
understand.
see. Okay, yeah, just 3 or 4 weeks there. Just gotta dust them off, you know.
How many do you have?
He's like, I can't discuss that with you.
Well, I mean, there might be future deals we could potentially make here.
Question: is there such a sense motive in this game?
Is there what?
Sense motive.
Let's look over the.
I guess it would be.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If you were a psychic, there's definitely something like that.
Yeah.
There is, yeah.
Character skills. I would think perception.
Yeah, I would think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do perception with a wisdom roll.
That's
Would I be? Yeah, I'm probably.
Wow,
I probably can't
Dom,
do
you
it
just
very well.
crushed the shit out of that. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, so Fox, you're looking him over, despite his horrible, grotesque appearance. It's obvious to you that he's trying to hide the fact that he probably doesn't have the weapons.
Yeah,
He's trying to be as evasive as possible, like, oh, it's going to take us a few weeks to get everything together. We're not sure how many we have.
Well, then I would continue with the conversation, unbeknownst to this, I suppose.
Okay. Remember, you guys are all in vac suits, so you could just calm each other if you
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to.
Well, that works.
Okay, I whisper in his ear. I don't think they have the weapon. Like, through the comms.
Alright.
Specifically him.
And it's like, well, let's talk actual numbers here. Say, if we were to accept the money in exchange, how much would you be willing to pay for these services and goods?
He's like, well, let me think about that. 50 mag rifles. Well, mag raffle goes for what? 500 on the open market?
Let me take a look here.
Yeah.
It's a good point. We should have known that.
I'd pay 40,000.
So that's like an extra. That's double the price, basically.
It's an extra.
Almost. It's like an extra 15,000.
And it's like, so. Is it because you don't have a lot of money?
He's like, I got plenty of money. Listen here, honey. I got tons of money. You know what they left down there under the ocean? Lots of stuff. Now, of course, we had to wait a little while, a couple hundred years for it to cool off, but some people don't even mind that stuff. Some people like it with the radiation on.
We would prefer the radiation not to be on the products that we get from you.
Well, like I said, we're 3 to 4 weeks to organize stuff. We'll get the radiation right off of those atomics. Yes, sir.
So, I have another question. Do you have anything in exchange that would be worth more than money? Like, spike drives are worth quite a bit of money. We're willing to barter in that exchange.
I suppose we could pull up some spike drives, but they'd be near worthless to you. So radioactively hot, they would blow your ship up.
We couldn't help but notice the one you have on this ship. If you have access to so many, potentially...
Oh, it's a special retrofit. It's meant to draw in the radiation of the local area. Oh, took our engineers probably 3 or 4 generations to make that. It's genius design.
So you have no others that are...
Oh, got plenty of spike drives, like I said. But, you know, we've been pulling those up for the last 100 years or so, but they're all still hot.
Yes, that is quite worthless to us in its current state.
Oh, yeah, no. Had some guy from, what was it, Haldees? Tried to put one in his shuttlecraft. Fool was dead before he got 3 miles into the atmosphere. Shuttle crashed underwater. We got ourselves a brand new shuttle.
Very good. Do you happen to have any means of communicating outside of in person?
Well, I mean, we got cell phone technology. Got radios.
Fantastic.
Got our own... He like points to skies. He's like, we got basic orbital satellites when the damn purity fools don't shoot them out with their killer satellite stuff.
Very well. Hand me your contact information. We will do
He's
an
like, I hand
exchange.
you the contact information. You can find me on... He lists like a frequency you can get to him.
Fantastic.
Just ask for Admiral Zeke. Yeah, it's me.
Alright. So you say 3 weeks is all you need?
3 or 4 weeks. I'll call you.
Oh yeah, I do a con to him. Ask him, is there any other admiral, or are you the only one?
Is there any other pirates that would potentially have atomic weapons?
Pirates? There's no pirates on the surface of the planet. We're all free men here.
I count myself as a pirate.
Oh, well, we're all simply businessmen living outside the oppressive yoke of the purists.
Is there any others that would have access to these things?
He's like, well, obviously if I knew that, I wouldn't tell you.
Well, we're looking to do the deal now. Sitting in orbit for 3 weeks is not ideal.
Again, if I knew, I still wouldn't tell you, because it's not money in my pocket.
Can I do another sense motive real quick?
You can do a perception.
Woohoo! Look at that.
Yeah, okay, you get it again. He's trying to be evasive, but no one else on the planet has the kind of resources these guys have. He's super proud. He's like, I'm not going to tell you shit.
Well, I'm trying to think that this might be his only frigate, even though he says the admiral. So I'm trying to read him in that.
Yeah.
Like, is there more?
I think the computer scan you did coming in earlier would give you more information on that. This is the only ship that's in the area, but there's about 24 ski-doos and jet skis that are attached to it. And each of those has like some rockets and like a heavy machine gun on them.
Admiral Ziki, I have one further request.
Yeah.
If you are going to make us wait for 4 weeks, which is an entire month, surely you can give us some indication, some evidence that you actually do have the goods that we are willing to trade for.
What kind of indication would you like? Perhaps you'd like some indication there's radioactivity in the area.
Well, that is obvious. You don't need to point that out. I comms over to Shepton, and I'm like,
Yes.
do you have any idea of what we could ask for? To prove that they do or do not have what we're after? The payload.
I'm not sure. I mean, I've been hearing the comms, so
Like a sample.
it seems like
I don't know if the sample is if it's a bomb or like what it is or.
So I think he definitely sends you a picture over.
yeah.
But your ship's computer automatically tags it as like the wiki picture on Spacebook for atomic weapons.
Yep.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
It's like I like pull up the exact address on Fox's compad and I show him and it's like, you're going to have to do better than that, sir.
It's like what?
This is the exact photograph that you are showing us right now.
Son of a monkey.
I like this.
That's
guy
the
a lot.
deal. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. That's the deal.
We
50 mag rifles.
We will leave this planet the moment we get into orbit if you cannot prove that you do in fact have an atomic payload that you wish to exchange for 50 mag rifles.
He's like, get the hell off of my damn ship. I'm not going to be held hostage. I'm a free man.
It's not hostage, sir. It's simply a deal that we're not willing to wait around for.
Yeah, he turns around and starts limping away. When he turns around, you see he has a tail.
I immediately put a comms into the auto weaver.
Okay, yep, they answer.
Captain, we have some news.
Okay, he's like, yes, of course. What is it, Claire?
So we, I have to get back into voice because I realized I wasn't using Claire's voice the entire time. We had a chat with the Admiral Ziki. I am currently
That's a ridiculous name.
It is, yes. The fact that he's an admiral of one ship alone is also ridiculous too.
I mean,
well, that's not that
probably
unreasonable. An admiral
everyone's probably on the
a
ship.
Flagship.
What was that, Jacob?
No, I'm saying, is everyone coming on the ship then we're leaving?
Yeah.
As you're doing this?
Yeah, we'll do it. And it's like, I will send you the footage of the conversation we had, and maybe you can have someone on staff analyze his facial features to prove otherwise, but our man on the ground, Fox, has added a stipulation in that we believe the man to be lying. He was not able to prove that he had atomic payloads that he could exchange for the 50 mag rifles we offered him. It is my assumption, sir, that he does not have access to an atomic payload.
So the captain's like, get back up here as soon as possible.
All right.
And I understand there's a unregistered on your vessel.
Yes.
Is he going to be an issue?
We could dispose of him if you like.
Is that something you feel would be wise?
He has the DNA of one of our companions.
He's like, yes, I remember your Argus web.
Yeah. Why did we agree to that?
So we can, I can ask around, sir, but I do believe it would be best to either dispose of him or put him back on the island.
He says, well, whatever you think is best, of course. I remain thoroughly indecisive in this matter.
This captain right now. Okay, well, I guess Pariston, you would have heard this on maybe some sort of like.
Oh well, he would have heard it.
Yeah, but basically, I want it to be like an internal comm that the guy couldn't have heard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like maybe through your vac suit or whatever still.
Yeah, you have a comm server, so you can just
Yeah.
lock him out of everything
And
you're
I'm
saying.
like,
Yeah.
Parison, what would you like? Oh, he's not there.
Yeah, that's from.
Yeah, alright, we will.
I mean, we know he wants him killed.
Well, we
Well,
don't know
Yeah,
that.
I mean, come on, it's Kai. He definitely wants to kill this guy.
Yeah. I mean, he does have.
It's like being like, oh, Kai wants to keep him alive and be best friends with him. That sounds like something Kai would say, yeah.
But it would
main-
be bad to lose an asset so early.
Exactly. So, I say we leave him with the island.
I believe that would be the best course of action.
Okay. Are you in agreement with this, Fox?
I follow the lead from my team.
What?
Like you said, I follow the lead of my team.
Okay. Alright, I think we
Okay.
leave him on the ocean floor. No, we leave him on the island.
Yeah, you go back and you check him into customs. You lift off. And he's just like, okay, well, I'll find some other way back into orbit, I guess. All right,
Yeah.
you get back to the ship. I think this is a good time to start wrapping things up. During the week, we'll have to do our mission planning for part 2. We'll cover the atomic weapons.
Yeah. So, did they say anything at all when we come in?
I'd rather cliffhanger that. Like, you guys are coming off the shuttle and they're like spraying the shuttle down because they have to deradiate it, right? Because you've been flying through a radiated atmosphere. And someone's walking towards you with a communications pad and cut out.
Alright. Hey guys. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm gonna go around and just make sure that everyone can do their goodbyes. Arthur, why don't you tell the people what it is you do?
I am a streamer on Twitch who occasionally doesn't touch his face all episode. That doesn't happen that often that I don't do that. Mustache! You can find me at twitch.tv/apgamingreal. If you're a Pathfinder player and you like Pathfinder Society, we have a con going on. We've got about 60 tables all weekend. You can find it at apgaming.tv. Pretty sweet stuff going on there.
Wait, as in like a website?
Yeah, apgaming.tv, bro.
Are you going to be streaming the event?
I'll be streaming one part of it tomorrow on my YouTube channel, the part where we need to have 50 plus players working together. There's an overseer who like does announcements,
Crazy.
but I will not be streaming anything like exciting. Tomorrow night we've got Pendragon.
That's with all these people. It'll be probably just as hot of a mess as tonight's episode was.
Kyle will be there, so yeah, there will probably be some communications issues.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the issues that we're having. We need to collectively put a PayPal link in here so everyone can chip in and get Dom a cable. It'll cost you $20.
I thought he said he had a cable. Oh.
Grab it. I have a really long way at my parents' house that I left there when I was at their house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should definitely do that. And talk to me during the week, Dom, and I'll walk you through on how to fix your audio issues. Get you sounding real good on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah. But yeah, just jump on sometime during the week and we'll do that then.
Oh shit, my cat's coming. Nope, she ran right past.
What's going on in my world? So tomorrow we don't have a scheduled game because one of our players is going to a fucking baby shower of all things. So in its place, we will probably be playing another game of Fiasco. Maybe. I haven't seen much of that just yet. We have another session, another game starting up pretty soon. It's a World of Darkness game that's going to be starting at 10 a.m. Saturdays weekly. It should be pretty cool. I don't know the exact date that starts. I'm pretty sure it's like the 11th of next month, I think it is. Yeah. And starting after this, after I go get some food or whatever, I'm going to be starting a Metal Gear Solid marathon. That's Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, skipping Peace Walker because fuck that game, and then Metal Gear Solid 4.
Nice.
And then
He
also,
shot down 2 F-16s with a hind D. Metal Gear.
and oh, it's a bridal shower, not a baby shower. I don't know, fucking. Yeah, and then after that I'll be playing the Ground Zeroes, whatever the fuck it's called, as well. And that's probably going to take me at least a couple of weeks to get through. So
Metal Gear.
yeah, I'll be starting that tonight, and yeah, that'll be fun. Guys,
The name's Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin.
Uh,
It means snake twice.
Oh my god.
don't spoil it for me, you bitch! Jesus Christ! And
Spoilerino.
yeah, so
How is that spoilery? His name is Snake.
anyway, so yeah, if you enjoyed tonight's game, please consider giving the channel a follow. It really helps me out. If you want to see our archives, go check out the YouTube channel, has everything there. And we also have a new podcast up and running, podcast series, which you can find over on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. And that's actually going really well. A lot of people are really enjoying that stuff. Tonight's episode is going to be particularly bitchy to cut up, with all the people dropping in and out, the sound effects of people coming back in, the echoes, all that shit. Again, sorry for the technical issues, guys. Try to get around it, but sometimes you just can't. Hashtag Skype fucks life. Henley
By
Gear
the way,
Solid.
Dave,
Oh my god, that's great. Yeah.
Before we go,
What's up?
I just want to tell you Revolver Ocelot is going to be your favorite character.
I don't know, man.
He will be. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Remember,
Telling me you don't like the feeling of sliding a freshly greased bullet into a chamber?
I like the sound effect of a shotgun shell going into a thing.
Trust me, you'll like Revolver Ocelot.
Okay.
He's like what you're gonna be when you're 80 years old.
Oh yeah, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Play Metal Gear Solid. It'll blow your mind. You'll be like, whoa, Revolver Ocelot's awesome!
Yeah. Alright guys, we out. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the weekend if you don't come back to watch my Metal Gear, but you should. I'm watching you. Alright guys, peace.
Bye.